What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Rana out of Houston, Texas. Guys, today's topic is going to be how afraid are you of jumping into real estate? Were you afraid when you jumped into real estate? And how did you overcome your fears? So what I did was I went on our Wholesaling Real Estate 101 group. Make sure you guys like it. The link is going to be in the bottom comments. Make sure you guys like our group and subscribe. Make sure you guys share also. Invite your friends to learn about real estate investing / wholesaling. So I asked everybody, who else was scared AF when they first started investing in real estate, wholesaling, and how did you overcome it? And we actually came up with some of my top favorite answers, which I'm going to share with you guys here today, guys. So stay tuned. We're going to talk to you guys in this video just about that. So I'm going to talk to you guys about my story, how I started in real estate, when I started, how afraid I was, and what steps I took to overcome my fears in investing in real estate. All right, so when I first started investing in real estate / wholesaling, I did not know where to start, right? There was so many things that were on my mind as far as the contracts goes. How do I fill out a contract? If it's going to fill out properly, am I going to really have to buy this property now that I'm in contract? A lot of these terms and terminologies were not, I was not familiar with a lot of these terms that were set in the contract, such as earnest monies, such as earnest deposits, and non-refundable deposits, refundable deposit. There's so many terms in Texas. The legal contract that we use is called a TREC. Okay, so we use a TREC, and then we also use sometimes our very own contract. So my story goes a little bit like this. Coming from the auto industry, I knew that contracts were very important, right? All I knew was once you go into contract, it was the end of the world, and that's what I was going to do. Okay, so basically what I did was I studied, right? A lot of people have what is called, FOMO, fear of missing out. Okay, I wanted to make sure that I didn't leave anything out of the contract. I wanted to make sure that everything was legit and it was on paper, in writing. So that way the seller knew that, hey, this company is legit. They're ready to buy my house, etc., etc. So some of the fears that I had was, what if the deal doesn't go through? Right? What if I have to give back a earnest deposit? Or heck, what if I have to give a large down payment or option money? Right? And that's what a lot of wholesalers run into, is sometimes you don't have $1,000 to put down as an option money, or even $2,000. I've seen some wholesalers put even $3,500 in option money. And honestly, quite frankly, guys, I didn't have that money to put down. Okay, and that's what I was afraid of. Am I going to really have to come out or shell out all that cash to purchase a property, get it under contract, and then assign it over to the end buyer? I didn't even have any idea that would be refundable. I thought I would always come out $1,000 out of pocket, or $100. Now we give $10 earnest monies because our sales game has become so strong that that's what we tell sellers, right? Because we go into every contract intending to close. Either we can fit it in our buy and hold portfolio, our rental portfolio, or flip portfolio. All right? So what I went through was I asked this question in our Wholesaling Real Estate 101 group, and I'm going to tell you guys some of my favorite top picks of answers that people have given. So let me go ahead and talk to you guys about those. So Bo says, he was terrified. I quit my career to come do this. My whole family and everything was riding on it. I just worked it at a steady pace and removed all other distractions till it began to work out. It turned out to be the best decision I ever made in my life. I wouldn't be here without my dear friend who has been a mentor every step of the way. So, Bo, thank you so much for contributing to your comment. I definitely agree that this, I'm that type of same person too. I don't just dabble. I like to jump all in. And when I first started, I started cold turkey. No real estate deal, no experience. Of course, I didn't have any money out of pocket. And you guys can go view my video that how I got my first deal with no money down. Bo also mentioned one very, very important thing at the end where it says, His mentor helped him every step of the way. Now listen, guys, I've said this time after time, right? I'm against those $50, $60, $70,000 mentorship programs out there, but I'm a firm believer in having the right mentor, okay? I have spent well over 6 figures in my real estate education, and I encourage you guys to go out and seek the right guidance, okay? And the right mentor. All right, guys. So, heck, if you guys have any wholesaling questions, reach out to me personally on my Facebook. Reach out to me also through our YouTube channel, and my team will let me know that you guys, if you need any assistance, and we'll be more than happy to help you guys out. That's why I created Wholesaling Real Estate 101 on Facebook. It's a very active group, and we're excited that everyone is a part of that group. So we don't not only have new wholesalers, we also have veteran wholesalers. The next comment. Eric Jeffers. Eric says he was petrified. I was petrified too, Eric. He said, I told my wife after praying about it, I believe God spoke to me and told me to move forward. She said, which God, Satan or the devil? Oh, that's pretty hilarious. Okay, so he said, I made $176,000 24 months later. 4 times my wages as a welder, which I had worked for 20 years. Wow. Now that's something that has paid off for Eric. Eric said he paid more in taxes than he did during his best year as a welder, even buying a Dodge Viper. Wow. I love race cars, guys. I'm a huge car guy. Coming from the car business, I am a car enthusiast. That is one beautiful Viper. It's not only your car, it's a testament to your success, Eric. So good job on that. Definitely. All right. He said he was a new construction sales guy. He worked for a builder. That's another big benefit. If you're kind of scared to get into real estate investing, you want to make sure that you start dabbling with some of these other guys too who are in the industry. Even do an apprenticeship. Right? When I first started, I didn't have any money. So what did I put in? I put in sweat equity. I went out there and I asked people, what do you need help with? Okay, how can I help you? And that's the biggest thing. Everyone's worrying about take. If you're that guy that says, hey, I'm gonna give, what value can I add to you? Okay, starting out, if you need me to go take photos for you of a house, if you need me to go do an open house for you, if you need me to make some cold calls for you, anything that I need to do to learn this business, I will do. And that's actually what I did also when I was doing this business. All right, guys. So that's Eric's comment. Right, guys? Now, let's go to Michael Alexander's comment. Okay? Michael Alexander, thank you so much for contributing to the group also. Mike says, I burned all bridges. Almost hit 0 several times along the way. Wow. That's going to happen, guys. You're going to hit rock bottom many freaking times. In fact, I have hit rock bottom also. Make sure you guys go out and view my video Wholesaling and how I wholesaled in my business. And you guys will get to see how my wholesale real estate empire literally crumbled and how I built it back up. So make sure you view the video in the link, or there should be a thumbnail in the video right now. Moving forward, he says, I hit 0 several times along the way, but like Sly Stallone did in Rocky, I was all in. No room left for doubt, ever. I just knew what I wanted and I would hustle to figure it out. There was no plan B because only plan A is what I wanted. He took on 2 flips. He quit his day job. He started generating $15,000 to $20,000 a month out of the gate. It was a sink or swim battle for him, and he pushed through it all. Guys, now that is a testimony in its own. I'm actually proud to call Michael Alexander, one of my good friends here in the real estate area. He's a phenomenal flipper. He also wholesales too. And he mentioned one thing that really resonated with me was hustle. If you're not a hustler, this game is not for you, okay? Because no one is going to give you anything on a platter, especially when you're investing in real estate or wholesaling. Moving forward we've got another great contributor to our group. His name is Faciliment. How the freak do you say his name?
Suavemente, bésame, que quiero sentir tus labios besándome otra vez.
Facilimente. All right, guys. So he said, yes, it was crazy, especially learning all the laws and lingos, but I had to put my head down and worked 100%. Absolutely, guys. In this business, things can go 0 to 100 real
freaking quick.
1 month, you've got $0 in the bank account. 3 weeks later, you've got $30, $40, $50,000 in your bank account, and now you don't know what to do, right? You take that money, and I'm always a big preacher of this. You always want to take 30% of your wholesale assignment fees and reinvest that back into the business, into lead generation, and making sure that you are generating leads for future business purposes. Okay, guys? So thank you so much for that comment, brother. We definitely appreciate it. Jason D says that he partnered with people further ahead than I was. So Jason says, I partner with people further ahead than I was, which is great, right? And that's something that I do want to touch base on, guys, especially doing this business. You're not starting off out of the gate. You're not going to have a big buyers list. And that is a niche in a code that we have cracked here, that my company has cracked, right? So if you go to dispomydeal.com, you'll be able to see that we actually invite new and veteran wholesalers to partner with us so we can go ahead and send out our deals to our thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and should I keep going? Thousands of buyers. You got an ex-girlfriend? We can probably dispo her too. All right, guys, we have a very, very strong presence here in the Houston market. People know and they trust us, and we know what we're doing at the end of the day. So if you have a deal, and hell, if you got a deal that you're not too sure about, reach out to us and we'll make sure we help you out with that deal. Right, guys? Make sure you go to dispomydeal.com. Jason, thank you so much for that comment, sir. We certainly appreciate you active and commenting and being a contributing member in the group. So, and this is what this group is about, guys. Even if you're a new or veteran wholesaler, this video is mainly for the new guys. Right, guys? So you want to make sure that, hey, you can reach out to some of these people also. And, you know, the great thing about our group is there's just an abundant mentality. Absolutely, guys. So the next contributor was Ryan DiGiovanni. Okay, Ryan is also another great individual here out in our Houston market. Why do you guys think I know they're from Houston, guys? It's because I build relationships with a lot of these people. Okay, I know who contributes to the group, and I know who's out there contributing to the wholesaling and real estate society. Ryan says, I was young and fearless when I started because I knew my work ethics and I would make it happen no matter what. Absolutely. And that's the work ethics that you need. Work ethics is very, very, very important. Listen, when I first started out, I didn't have no money, no credit, right? Well, I had some credit, but it wasn't great. Of course, you know, starting out in life, you're not going to always have the best. When I say great credit, listen, I've seen the guys who have 800 beacon scores, and I've seen the guys who have 300 beacon scores, right? So we understand how that goes. All right, guys, I just didn't have the business credit to build my business, right? That really just took a toll. And I was just like, well, how am I going to do it? I got to have strong work ethics, right? I can cash work ethics. I can definitely cash those checks, right? So day and night I would work. I turned days into night and I turned nights into days, right? I didn't look at the hours. When I was out there at 3 a.m. popping down bandit signs, then I had to wake up again at 5 a.m. and go, you know, get back and start making more calls. That's what I did, guys. And this is what this business is going to teach you. It's going to teach you the art of the hustle. All right, the next contributor was Jason Witherspoon. Jason said he's scared every day. Absolutely, Jason. Tomorrow's not promised, guys. So you have to remember this, right? As a hustler, as a go-getter, you're going to make sure that you can provide yourself and your family a good living, but you have to set the foundation correctly. Okay, guys, so you got to make sure your foundation is number one, and you always invest for tomorrow. What do I mean by invest for tomorrow? Meaning the calls that you made today, you're going to reap those benefits tomorrow. The follow-ups, make sure you guys are following up so you don't have to be scared every day. All right, guys, we're all afraid no matter what. You know, the world can end tomorrow. Armageddon can happen, right? You could win $1 million or you could become a multi-billionaire. You just never know, right, guys? And that's what it is, guys. You always want to make sure that you're prepared for tomorrow. Our next contributor is Eddie Hussein. Eddie, thank you so much for being a contributor in our group. We certainly appreciate it. Eddie says, I'm still scared sometimes, especially when I'm about to do a new thing or execute a new strategy for the first time. But guess what? I'm going to do it anyways. Because I'd rather be scared and take action instead of be scared and not do nothing at all. And that is the key here, guys. You want to take action, okay? You want to make sure that even though you are afraid, you want to still do it. One of my favorite books of all time is going to be Feel the Fear and Do It Anyways by Susan S. Jeffers. Make sure you go on Amazon right now, or make sure you go to Google Play Store or Apple iTunes and download the you want to download the ebook, okay? You want to also download the audiobook. All right, guys, you can also find that on eBay. Taking action is key, especially when you're doing this business. If you don't take action, you're not going to get anywhere in life in general. Our next guy is going to be Mike Stamper. Mike, thank you so much for contributing to the group. Mike writes, buying a mentorship for the courage to move forward. Sorry, guys. Truth is that I really didn't need it, but I don't know what you don't know what you don't know. Amen to that, brother. I love that saying. Absolutely. He said it wasn't terribly expensive. Could have just done it the weekend, but everything's for a reason. He got his feet wet and he is grateful. See, there's going to be people like this too who will understand their investment will pay off one day or another, right? He didn't need the mentorship. He didn't need the guidance. But at the end of the day, he wanted that extra push, guys. And there's going to be people out there. If you're that type of person who needs that extra push, then absolutely, guys, reach out to us. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to the YouTube channel so we can keep bringing out content to you guys and making sure that you guys are pushing through whatever you need help with. And make sure you engage. We need engagement in our videos. And thank you so much for everyone else who does engage in our videos, right? Our next contributor is Tom Locke. Tom says, well, first of all, Tom, thank you so much for contributing to the group also. Tom says, scared when the phone rang, scared when I got an offer accepted. Every time I set a new goal, I scare myself, but I keep going. I know that the feeling is mostly of the unknown, but once I get there, it feels great. At that point, I'm okay with what's next and that I have to do what I need to do, and a new goal comes into place. Absolutely, guys. You need to be able to set goals. Listen, if your goals don't scare you, you're doing something wrong. Okay, guys? I also had a goal that terrified me, to have a wholesale company, to have an operation, to have employees, to have payroll, to have, selling multiple deals a month out of our offices, right? There's only so much that you can grow as a person. Listen, you can stay focused as one person, but if you want to go far, you're going to need a team. You definitely are going to need a team in order to grow and scale your business, right? We're one of the most known and successful wholesale operations in Houston because why? I decided to take action, okay? I decided to go out there and implement what I learned, okay? And most of all, I didn't go into the analysis paralysis phase. A lot of people go into having analysis paralysis is because they've got information overload, right? Oh, you've learned so much now that you're not able to do what you're supposed to do. Okay, guys? So don't fall into those traps. All right, guys? And you're going to learn that along the way because guess what? I had those fears also. I'm human also, guys. If you guys are seeing that, hey, Ron is successful, he's got a great, business and he's doing this, he's got a scaled operation, I'm telling you guys, you got to take the leap of faith, and that's what's going to help you out. So make sure you guys don't have analysis paralysis. Don't go to every single seminars out there. Don't be a networking junkie and not take action. All right, guys, taking action is super, super important, especially doing this. So, guys, those are my ending thoughts right there. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and smash the share button. I want you guys to share this. Make sure you're interacting. Tell me what you think about the video. If you love it, if you hate it, if you think I should stop YouTube overall, or if you think I should keep going, guys, because guess what?
I don't give a shit what you think.
Because I'm going to keep going. And that's the attitude that you need. No matter what family says, no matter what your friend says, no matter what your boss says, because guess what? Everything is just like a bucket of crabs. The more you try to go up, the other crabs are going to try to pull you down, guys. Right? Don't expect people to understand your vision when they don't see what you see. Okay, guys? This is Rana signing out. Thanks for tuning in. Peace out. Were you scared? No, shit. Who else was scared? Okay. Who else was scared, right? Okay, go. This is a very serious.
This might be a blooper. Are you afraid of the dark?
What was the question again?
Are you
Should say, are you scared of your wife?
or you the weird?
That's funny. All right, ready?